Where's my sub counter? What's up? What's up, guys? What's up? Here's my regular voice. I already poured my hurricane. We have a Titans thumbnail. Painted my face earlier today. And I'm looking at this asset here. What's this say? That'll be back later. Bring another asset. Media, music video. Bring my thumbnail. Today's thumbnail. Exactly. Exactly like that. Okay. If you step on a thumbtack sideways, it still hurts. This is the Tennessee Titans game of the year. They might as well only be playing one game. The only one I want to watch. Jobber ass, trash ass. Football team. You think the Texans are bad? The whole AFC South is bad. They're so bad, even the Colts look good. The Colts would never survive if they were still in the AFC East. If they had to play Buffalo twice a year, Miami twice a year, Patriots twice a year, and the Jets twice a year. I mean, the Colts play cream puff football, just like the Texans. Just did my run. I ate something. I won't tell you what it was. Put up my press buttons, Ted. Press buttons, Ted. That asset is so dark. I don't like it. I don't like it. I want something bright underneath my... Is this what we need? Today's assets. Week 1, right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Cheers. These are late kickoffs at 4 o'clock. I could take a boat. I have an opportunity to ride a boat across the bay. That's just gonna fuck up my chances of sleep. Being awake during the games, man, I ain't gonna do that. I can't get any views on YouTube because everybody's watching I Show Speed play Minecraft. Thanks for not bothering me. Yeah, I show Speed only use me blade. He's walking on a potato. See, apparently everywhere can get just as hot as the Strait of Hormuz, even in peace. Peace, war has ended in Europe, but everybody's like, oh, it's hot. There's only one way to prevent war in Europe. And that's Pennsylvania is going to give up the coal for Kosovo. Y'all fighting over oil. Yeah. Bring nuclear back. Apparently 3 Mile Island is going to reopen one of the 4 original reactors. Hell yeah. Those Appalachian Mountains have enough coal for 250 years. There's a Pennsylvania okay. My nose. A clapper. You got me right when one was ready to come out. Yep. We're asking Pennsylvania to give up the coal. They're my one viewer that thanks for watching. Where my moderators? Where my moderators at? You want to check out my brand new fresh wife beater? Man, I hate it when my do-rag falls off. Let's get ready with me. Oh, I still look so good. Yeah. Oh, fucking shredded. Yeah. I still have my yellow wife beater. Do you buy Coke? 'Cause I ain't paying for it, but if you got it. Well, Coke goes up your nose, and no, nothing goes up my nose. Nothing goes up my nose, man. Well, does old cocaine go bad? Can't you get some nice old? Up your butt. Classic Coke. Vintage Coke. It's at 1:57. I need to listen to the radio. Apparently the San Francisco Giants won a baseball game today. And my sub counter isn't active. Like sorry, we're upgrading. I'm not upgrading. I'm putting a 10 cents into my show. Yeah, go Dodgers. No, but honestly, I think the Brewers are going to win the. Guys, we've spent a lot of money. The Brewers have earned their championship. Getting the peach fuzz is growing back on my arm. Oh, Harry. Ooh, wow. Nothing feels better than ripping the hair out of my arm. My favorite football team would be the 91 Redskins. When you put your hand in like this, you have to spread the cheek for the. Who taught me that? Irina Frost uses that technique. Noted. So what you do is you know what this means. You know what this means. But what you do is you pull open the cheek. You pull open. Hey. Made famous in South America. Do you like cocaine? Do you travel across borders with cocaine in your ass? See, what you do is that we get your mom and we put a kilo in her rectum and then we take it out of her. That's how they operate. I'm not in that gang. I don't do that. The prison pocket. here's the scores.
Cavs Radio Network on the call. The Padres walked it off and swept the Brewers 4-3 in extra innings for their 5th straight win. Luis Castillo went 7 innings and had a season
5 straight Brewer wins.
The White Sox blanked the Reds 5-0. The Braves beat the Mets 6-3. Miami took down the Pirates 8-2. And Shohei Ohtani hit his 147th home run as a Dodger as Los Angeles defeated the Royals 4-2 for their 3rd straight win. In the NFL, the Panthers are signing former Dolphins tight end Darren Waller to a 1-year deal. I'm Brianna Miro.
Okay. The Panthers are bringing in the big name tight end. Is he going to be on the sideline tomorrow? What are the Did they say the Panthers? There's one hair in the spot between my knuckles that needs the fire every time. Well, hair is gone. The hair is gone now. I don't lube anything. Soap is lube. Shampoo is lube, bro. Shampoo is the best lube. When nobody cares about you. Well, I got 5 hits and it didn't blink at me. What? Something about what? You don't shampoo your groin? Neither do I. There's no shampoo. No shampoo. I've never. Man, it's been 20 years since I've paid for shampoo. In the Army, they kind of force you to buy it. It's on a checklist when they send you to the store in basic training on day 2. I had this friend who overworked his shoulder in the gym. So don't blow out your shoulders, everybody. Just say that. We got the scores: the Dodgers, the Brewers. There's your National League. Your number 1 and your number 2 teams. What was Wisconsin like before baseball? I mean, we have to be thankful that 80 games every year, there's somewhere safe to drink beer, drink responsibly with somebody online watching you. If you have, even if only Use Me Blade is begging for a bottle of $500 to buy a bottle of Jaeger, that's still safe. Bunghole. That's a bung beetle. Bung. I just don't, that, you know. I've never seen one I try not to look. I promise you'll scream in terror and I'll never look. That's right. You are not a man unless she screams in terror. Okay. If she's not screaming in terror when you fuck her ass, you're not a man. Okay. And I won't even look. I can't see down there. I don't know what. I'm irresponsible. I'm a retard with my own strength. I don't know my own strength. I blacked out. I hope she breaks up before we hook up, because nothing lasts forever. Except I'm a Army legend, highly decorated, retired parade unit. And if she breaks up with me before 10 years, she can't have my pension when I'm dead. So she has to wait 3,300 days, or 360 times 10. If she can wait 3,600 days to break up, she can receive my pension. My first wife, I technically divorced under 5 years. So my Army wife cannot legally claim my pension because she doesn't have enough days doing what I told her to. So my next girl, I could fuck her for 3,600 days, rough. Let's see. 365 times 10 is 3,650 times. You know, I could fuck her once a day or twice a day. I could fuck her 7,000 times, and then she can have my money. You're worth nothing. I'm a retired Army parade unit. I march in the parade. Be like me. Join my army. I recruit. The Bengals get paid the most to recruit. I like that the Bengals, that we have a special deal with the Pentagon to get more Defense Department money for running for running the Army's ads during our games. Is there a new Paw Patrol movie? I'll see parts of it. We like Paw Bears. Hanna-Barbera was Paw Bears. Paw Bear, Paw Bear. Paw is a Native American Indian word. Paw is probably the very first, one of the very top 5. The dialect of the American Indian is irrelevant online, but I have just I don't speak a lot of Indian. Okay, it's hard to, we know there's reservations all over Canada and America, even Mexico has Indian reservations. Today, the Titans play the biggest game of their year. The Titans they're gonna fuck the 49ers up, okay? Expect a fight, big fights tonight, man. I pray that nobody dies. I mean, 49er fans, we have potency, lethal potency. Doesn't matter how many Titan fans have come. I don't really think there's gonna be any Titan fans there. I'd like to go down to this game. What, man? I would like to go down to that game today. I think tickets are $16. I don't know how to get into the stadium using my phone. I could pay for the ticket, but then they'd be like, how do I use my phone to get past the gate? That first game of the year that is always the best. You will see about 80, not 65. The 49ers should be bringing everybody out, like at least 70 guys above, not the 56 man roster that is. Get ready for cuts. Now, Chris Benoit never cut his boy's neck. What a scam. Bret the Hitman Hart is a Native American Indian, not a Canadian. That's why Bret is confused. Bret got kicked in the head. He doesn't know what it means to be a white man because he's a red man, like Tatanka. Could ask Bret if he can beat, if Tatanka can. You never see the same guys in the same room. Now I paid for the Packers 2002 preseason opener in San Francisco. That was Brock Purdy's first game. I paid for Brock's first game, and I didn't even go. Okay, why would I go? But now he's still fucking up. You still owe me, Brock. You still owe me, Brock. I want to drag Kyle Shanahan with his dented mustache, with his Vince McMahon mustache. What's this? They're building a new bridge in Cincinnati, right? It's really complicated. The bridge is coming up right now, today in Cincinnati. Let's look at Aaron. So, Cincinnati, Ohio River skyline. This bridge. Let me look. This bridge is getting replaced right now. During the season, the Buffalo Bills have completed their construction, and it fucking gets a thumbs down. So Cincinnati is building something. Burka Fiasco has canceled 4 new Russian buildings in Africa. The 4 new things of Africa. Apparently, the Russian economy is still building in Africa. the truth is that oil is trash, but you can't make dildos without it. Now, coal will keep you warm. But you can't put it up your ass, okay? So that's the problem Pennsylvania faces. They're importing, they're still using rubber made from coal. They're making rubber dildos out of coal instead of rubber dildos made out of oil. Those rubber dildos, they're scary, man. They're like a baton, as Gina Gerson would say. In Pennsylvania, rubber dildo is a baton. You can just beat somebody with it. But if you take a petroleum dildo, it's like Joe Biden. You know. It adjusts. Some people put their dildos in the dishwasher. I don't have a dishwasher. I know the Packers lost the game I paid for. I didn't feel bad. I only want to go when the 49ers lose. They lost to Jacksonville last year at home. Jacksonville had never won a single game. As soon as every team beats you in your stadium, it's time to demolish it. If Andy Dalton is the only Bengal to ever win in Oakland, and as soon as that happened, they were. Where I'm from, Pasadena, we can't afford an NFL stadium, but we have the Rose Bowl, and the president of the Rose Committee we're bigger than the NFL. Where I come from, the NFL is big, but the Rose Bowl is bigger. When it comes to planning your New Year's, do you want to be in Miami for the Orange Bowl, or do you want to be in California for the Rose Bowl? When Pennsylvania was building roads, they built a road that went south, and all the Quakers and all the Pennsylvania libertarians, or whatever, I don't know what they're called. Trashadena. It's home of Jackie Robinson and the entire LA Dodgers legacy. It's before Chavez Ravine. Okay. I know LA history, which I don't sit on I know enough about LA history, okay? I know a lot. I know a lot of shit. And I'm blessed that none of my ancestors were more expressive than me. And I have the chance to do what no human has done in the history. And I'm still happy coming from Pasadena, home of the Rose Bowl, where God rose. Because God rose. And Levi is where man levitates. And levitation isn't real. Right now, I levitate, elevate a Brock Purdy. Like him or leave him. Mac Jones is here. I like Mac Jones. I can't go into my Mac Jones appreciation, but he has good entrance music. Include Mike Jones. Mac Jones. So when the Rams won the Super Bowl in 1999, they go, Mike Jones. You say the same thing, Mac Jones. And it would pinpoint the exact moment society started to suck. Maybe 1999, NATO bombings, Rams. No, there were no good video games in 1999. Nobody wanted to play Final Fantasy VIII and or Spyro the Dragon Part 2. These games are trash. Tony Hawk Part 1 in 1999 might be the best game, but still, it's still the worst version of Tony Hawk. With exception, it might have one song that's not in a different version. It might have all they ever did. Every version of Tony Hawk just makes the sound shorter. They compress the file. All right, let's compress it. So compress it. Let's take. I don't know. It's the same game. Take the data out. What can we take out to make it run smoother? Oh, this frame rate is trash, bro. Keep taking shit out. Keep taking shit out. That's how the PlayStation finally became viable, because they tried to make the first, and a lot of games didn't get upgraded, but Tony Hawk did, and all they could do was shorten the audio file. 1999 was not a good year. Maybe there's a lot of uncompressed data in those titles, but nothing in 1999 really survived. 1999, the year Yugoslavia and the kingdom of Bin Laden switched sides. Vince Russo with WCW. 1999 was like crazy. I had a good. I probably had 700 orgasms back in 1999. That's right. But it's not true. I remember I slept 6 days a week. It was I had a tremendous sleeping spell come over me as I was 24 years old. I think I literally slept like 20 hours a day in 1999. In the same way Brad Pitt had a miserable 1980, or let's see, Brad Pitt born in 63, he was 17 in 1980. Let's see. Brad's most miserable year, probably 84, 85, or 86. I went the Brad Pitt way. Like, I worked in Hollywood. I never had my, update your photos at your agency so they can remember who they're bringing. Pasadena. I grew up in La Canada. I'm a La Canadian. La Canada High School. In the Crescenta Kenyatta. I'm from Rosemead. That's not even Pasadena. My birth certificate says Pasadena. My home of address at birth says Rosemead. I grew up in La Cañada. Okay. From Rosemead. I remember living in Rosemead. The biggest thing we did in Rosemead was drive to my grandparents in Pasadena, in La Cañada. We just, after I was born, I stayed at the crib, and we drove back and forth to didn't go anywhere else. Because my mom was having another baby after me. That's almost a benefit. It helped. My mom didn't want to put her daughter, my sister, my daughter and sister never lived in my room. We went straight to we bought a house when the girl was born. Yeah. So 78 was nice. I got my first brand new house. And I was 2 when we got the brand new house. And I still remember that shit. Things like Christmas gifts, window views, Chewbacca cookies, Pepperidge Farm labeling was probably the oldest label. I remember seeing those C3PO Chewbacca cookies and feeling guilty when the bag was empty, but realizing it was a trash product. I couldn't stand to eat. I didn't want to eat these cookies. I was less than 2 years old, being abandoned in a crib. I mean, I was really abandoned and I didn't tear the crib apart or nothing, but I tried to get out of it. And I realized they were always watching me. I didn't want to get caught getting out of the crib, but I knew how to get out of crib. So I could see kids playing soccer outside the window when I was a kid. It was in Rosemead. It was an elementary school, and kids always kicking the ball at the fence. But there was always secondhand smoke in my house, so I had a thick clouds of tobacco is what I wake up to. Those old Marlboro Reds in the 80s, they smoke up thick. I'm smoking for the Montego. The bathroom fan is circulating. I'm on the 6th floor, 253rd Street. And when you say numbers, the Strait of Hormuz is about 90 degrees It's pretty fucking warm. The water is not a party. So we don't even need. All you have to do is make the water hotter, guys. You don't have to directly attack infrastructure. You just have to start boiling the entire fucking shit. Boil that shit. It's boiling. It's boiling. It's 90 degrees in the water. I haven't broken a sweat all summer. I got a brand new wife beater. My best. I think I should go live stay close to the Pacific Ocean, Ted. Just stay. I'm so tempted to look. I'm looking at the New England states. Which ones? Apparently, there's a lot of stores. All the retail, everybody does their shopping in Western New England. Connecticut. I want to live in Connecticut. Is that the home of the WWE? Yeah. I don't want to go up there where everybody's a dumbass. But I promised my brother I'd go over the falls of Niagara in a barrel. And I just heard that some guy made it over. Let's get a follow-up on that story. This year, 2026, a man has survived going. And they're saying it's unclear if he survived. Sounds like they're lying. Why you always lying? Let me check my battery. 48% at the 49th minute. I'm gonna make it. You can see today's football games are down there. Who's playing? The Chargers and Texans. Rest in peace, man. The Chargers got no chance to win that game in Texas. And the Colts and the Patriots. The Bengals are going to be debuting brand new upgrades. All the upgrades are in, and it's nice. Who's invited? It's the Pack. Is it the Detroit Lions? Because the Packers are. Packers. That, you know what, it's scary. I don't know why. I'm in disbelief. The Bengals and Eagles on week 3 of this preseason. This August, we have 17 days left in August, and there's 3 Bengal games, and they're all NFC. That is the line. I'm hallucinating. Who's playing? It's Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions and Bengals. The Lions are a team that is in a decline. I think the Vikings. I like number 9. This whole number 9 thing. JJ McCarthy. It coming in off the bench, number 9. It's gonna be hype, man. It's predicting the future of shouldn't you trade JJ McCarthy? I mean, is he gonna be trade? Who can trade for JJ McCarthy? Kyler Murray's on the end of his career. Kyler Murphy also is smart enough to knows if you know your Viking history, they could never win it with one quarterback with Fran Tarkenton. So Kyler needs to keep friends he likes. Hope they like each other. That was the last taste of that hurricane at 2:37. 52 minutes into my show, we're looking at Adam Scheffler, potential trade for the Vikings. Could he go to the Chargers? I don't know. The biggest test is Kyle Shanahan. All eyes are on the coaches. Satan is an atheist. Satan is just one of your choices to study. I mean, I don't have a lot of his materials, and nobody gives me his lectures. I interpret the common human, which is Satan has never came to me. Could you rephrase that? Could you ask that again with put a number in there? Or use a capital letter. Yeah. I claim to be from Hamburg, 1947. Mother was German. The U.S. Army stole my mother. We work in Operation Paperclip, selling homes in L.A. The lowest ranking of the rocket scientists. I come from the rockets, RPG-7, bullets are... fuck bullets, bro. bullets. It's $2,000 for you. You know what's funny? If we give food to Hamas, and Hamas takes the ingredients and they make rockets. We know they take the sugar and they put it in the rockets, guys. We know Hamas is, you know, we know how Hamas works. Speaking to civilians, I cheated my way through the army. I cheated my way through recruiting. I cheated my way through basic. I cheated my way through advanced individual training. I cheated every fucking test they gave me. Just like Captain Kirk, I got to work on Boston Legal with James William Shatner, Kirk. I got to work with Scott Baio on Quantum Leap. I got to work with Sarah Silverman, Jackie Chan, Sandra Bullock, Jim Carrey. I ran out of the big names. So, Howie Mandel. I was on that one show, Dr. Phil. You can see me on an episode of Dr. Phil. Divorce Court. I did that show. I even sat at Judge Judy. I'm in the audience on one episode of Judge Judy. I'm in a couple pornography films on Skinamax, the Red Shoe Diaries. Yes, Red Shoe. I was on Entourage. I'm in Entourage. I'm on iCarly. Everybody was talking about kids and cocaine. I kept telling them to shut up. That ain't real. But apparently that is. So I was on iCarly back when all the kids were doing cocaine. And I didn't even care. I was into some other shit. I was like, I wasn't paying attention to the kids. I did Mariah Carey videos. I got paid to watch the damn Jabberwockies do something. Okay? Got paid to watch the Jabberwockies. I think I did Deal or No Deal 3 times. Rush Hour 3. I worked on the Tom Hanks. Worked with the Tom Hanks movies on down at the location of SoFi Arena where the Rams play right now. They built a replica of the Vatican. It was a nice set. Got to work 15 days, which was 3 weeks in a row. And right when I got that check, that was the biggest check I ever earned, and I tried to cash it, and the check cashing store stole my shit, man. You know, sometimes the check cashing would just jack your whole paycheck and complain that, man, that last one you gave me bounced. I had my whole paycheck jacked from 15 days of Angels and Demons. I was ready to buy something nice, get some nice
electronics back in 2008. I couldn't afford shit. I was stuck on I had no electronic upgrades. Nah. Right now I don't have electronic upgrades. I got the Lenovo laptop for $330. And I got the government issue iPhone SE 2020. And we're at the 61st minute. The show's fucking over. But it's not, because it's a special wife beater t-shirt episode. I deserve a hot water and an earthbound live stream. Raphael Beck is playing Earthbound. Look at this. That's not real. Real. Play Raphael.
Deve ser melhor. Eu tenho que tirar as toxinas, né? Nossa, eu não sei se é um Pokémon do tipo Poison. Aquele Pokémon que parece um coqueiro. É o guarda-água de coco, verdade. O. Como é que chama, gente? Executor. Chicorida refogadinha na carne do meu tank. Ai, que delícia. Esqueci o nome da árvore. É Executor. Ô, Gachaca! Salve, Ted Belt! 4K Ultra-Rise! Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. How are you today, Teddy Bear? Becker, Belcher. Are you alright, my dear? How are you, Teddy? Ô, Gachaca, my dear. Uma pessoa me pediu para cortar e passar shampoo. Deve estar pensando que é uma situação cabeluda, pode ser tratada no hospital, ou quis o plano de saúde cuidar visual. 1,261% big panda USD. Is that the amount of money you have? That's amazing, dear. I don't have that money, but I'm so glad you do. Que não é um hotel passado. A noite não é permitido. A vovó vai ficar boa, né? Estou gostando da companhia dos meus netos.
wrap this episode.
Você tem netos? Não. Tá bom, você parece muito jovem mesmo. A Pokédex só aqui no queixo do Pokémon que nasceram por tem.